So if you look at Andrew Tate or Jordan Peterson, who's blown up massively during the last years, why have they done that? They have shared their own beliefs, their own opinions. And I'm not saying that you're going to go full Andrew Tate. I'm just saying that you have to start to share your beliefs, what you believe in, how you have done things. Yo, it's Hilde here, and if you're new to me, I'm a mom working full-time within sales while building this business on the side where I help service providers how to close their first high-ticket client. But in order to close your first high-ticket client, you have to be viewed as an authority or an expert or the go-to person in the industry. So how do you become that? And I know this is a concern for so many of you out there who's just starting out and want to build this authority quickly. How do you do that when you're just starting out? Nobody knows who you are. Why should people pick me over somebody else? The thing is, when you become an authority, you become this go-to person in your industry. Like, people want to work with you. So if you want to know how to become this go-to person in your industry, keep on watching. So the first thing you have to do if you actually want to become an authority is that you have to have a field that you actually are an expert in, or you want to become an expert in. Because if you think of what an expert is, he or she is an expert in one field, right? So you can't be an expert in all of these fields. You can't be an expert in sales, finances, HR, mindset, IT. You need to pick one field that you're really, really good at, and you have to pick your niche. And I get it, niching down, it feels scary, like you want to help everybody with every kind of problem there is. And you think that by niching down, you're also leaving all this money behind, like it's going to get more difficult to sell your service that way. You say to yourself, like, look at all these big brands, big names, Tony Robbins, Gary Vee, why can't I be like that? The difference between Tony Robbins and you is that he has a huge platform with, I don't know how many millions of followers. And he also started narrow. He didn't start very generic when he first started. He has been in the business for, I don't know, 20, 30 years. You have just started out. Nobody knows who you are. Nobody knows what you do. So don't compare yourself to Tony Robbins or Gary Vee yet. So if you are in this for the long run, there's no problem that you can expand while you grow. But my advice is to start small. Because if you do start small and you're very narrow, it gets a whole lot easier to get very deep in one topic. But niching down is a process that might be a bit difficult. And if you are in need of niching down, I invite you to apply to my program Elite, where I help you with this process and attracting and closing your first one-to-one high-ticket client organically without webinars, complicated sales funnels, or email list. So to apply to my program, you can either send me a DM on Instagram or apply directly through my webpage down below. And the second thing you have to do if you want to be viewed as an authority in your field is you have to start to share your own opinions.
That's my opinion!
And this is what I see a lot of you guys doing wrong, is that you try to play it safe. You do not want to offend anyone. It's scary to share your own beliefs and your own opinions of things. So if you look at Andrew Tate or Jordan Peterson, who's blown up massively during the last years, why have they done that? They have shared their own beliefs, their own opinions. And I'm not saying that you're going to go full Andrew Tate. I'm just saying that you have to start to share your beliefs, what you believe in, how you have done things. Tell them your story. Because nobody's going to listen to you if you don't speak your mind. And why should people listen to you if you're just sharing other people's beliefs, other people's opinions? Because storytelling is the best way of selling. You have to tell it how you have done things, what has worked for you, what hasn't worked for you, what kind of mistakes you have done. People want to invest in leaders. That's just how it is. They want to have someone who can hold their hand while they do things. So you need to step it up and just share your opinions publicly. And the third thing you have to do in order to become an authority in your field is that you have to show up consistently. And what I mean by that is you can't do this, building this business with an ad hoc mentality. Showing up when you want, posting when you want. I want 2 weeks off, I want 2 months off. My niche isn't working, I'm going to change it. I'm going to change my process. If you do that, it will hurt your brand. People won't think that you are reliable. People do not trust you. You need to keep showing up and be consistent and stay on the path that you have committed to. Because if you want people to invest in you, you have to stay committed. You have to stay consistent. And I got hacked. I lost everything. I lost my 7,000 followers on Instagram. My Facebook was gone. What did I do? I brushed it off, created a new account, and kept on going.
Turn the music up in the headphones.
That's just how it is. People do not want to invest a premium price to someone who is showing up whenever they want, having this ad hoc mentality, going incognito for 2 months. And after 2 months, they're showing up again with a completely new niche, with a new segment group they're focusing on. That is not going to build trust with the audience. That is the opposite of being viewed as an authority. People want leaders who's going to stay and being committed, being a good role model, and being an example of what is possible to accomplish. So if you want your audience to view you as an authority, stay consistent. I hope you liked my video and that you found it valuable. If you like, Hilde, how can I work with you? You can either send me a DM on Instagram or you can click the link below and apply for the elite waitlist. And thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you want to learn more about how to close your first hard city client. Peace out.